They say you are your biggest critique, and well, I'm here to prove that point. Today, I'm here ranking all of my videos from best to worst, my edited ones, and some of my non-edited ones. I'm not going to include the way old ones that I have that are like my Fortnite little edit montages, or some of like the Apex Legends, my covers, my Guitar Hero stuff, that are just like no effort stuff. But let's get into it. So here I'm looking at all of the thumbnails of the videos that I've made that I kind of mostly put effort in, some of which on the older side are a little iffy, but as you can see, some of the thumbnails, if you have been watching some of my videos, you can definitely point out which ones I definitely put effort in. So we're going to start with my first project down here called Dear Video Games. Now this one was a school project that I did way back when in high school. I forget what grade it was, but it was like make a video about something you're passionate about. And well, video games is one of my biggest passions that I've had growing up. So I figured to do a short little video of it about what I learned from video games back then. Some of it included some funny moments from Forza, Uno, and some adaptive perception skills from like Rainbow Six Siege and all that. Overall, I'm tempted to put this one in could rewatch, but also just one and done just because it's kind of eh. I'll put it in one and done right now. Now, for here, we got my FTL miniseries that I kind of just abandoned. Now, this was before I had a webcam, I had Premiere Pro, and I didn't know what I was doing at the time. So I kind of just recorded through OBS and just did FTL and kind of tried my best to commentate it. It was horrible. So I'm going to put this one in never again. Yeah, well, these videos, yes, never again. But if I do come back to it, I'm definitely going to try to put a little more effort into it. Same thing with my Rainbow Six Vegas 1 series. This was kind of just something to do to kind of push out and try to boost the channel by doing a daily upload of a mission a day. Same thing with the FTL stuff. I never had OBS, or I never had Premiere Pro at the time. I didn't have a webcam, so it was just like, okay, start recording at the beginning of one mission. Okay, when it hits a black screen, I end it, and then I'll kind of trim it up and just send it out to upload it to YouTube. This one is also going to be in a never again, but I'm gonna put this one above FTL just because I think I commented a little better on that one. Now we have Do I Remember Los Santos Like I Used to with the GTA Guesser. This one is when I first got Premiere Pro from Mega Man. He's like, yeah, you know, he's showing me the ropes on how to do it. Doing one of his videos. What video was it? I think it was Would I Lie to You? Because we were just about to go to too many games that year. And he was showing me like, yeah, this is how you cut it, this is how you move stuff, this is how you delete it. It's like, okay, I can get the hang of this. So I went home and then did a GTA Guesser. And it wasn't that bad. It was me, you know, using my online knowledge, trying to figure out where, obviously, Franklin was on the map. But I remember I didn't have an air conditioner in at the time, so I was sweating my ass off just waiting for this to export. But I think this one turned out pretty well. I don't know. It's definitely memorable. Too low to be could rewatch, but I don't know if it's an instant classic. So obviously, some of my friends will have their own different opinions. Some will put up an instant classic. Some will put in memorable. I'm gonna put in memorable for now, and maybe we'll rearrange this list later. All right, coming up is my 2023 TMG review. Now this one I don't remember much of, just because it was so long ago. So I'm gonna pull it up over here real quick and just kind of skim through it. Okay, I remember the intro. All right, yeah, okay. I definitely do Oh, okay, yeah. This one I definitely put effort in with trying to do subtitles and all that, just because I felt like subtitles was a particular thing that I was into at the time, trying to go out of the ordinary with all my friends at the time, because not a lot of them do the moving subtitles where it's like word instead of just the whole sentence. So this one I'm definitely gonna put up there. Oh, here we go with the biggest critique. Because obviously, out from an outside perspective, everyone's like, "Oh, your videos are so good," but me, like, my biggest downside is commentary, just solo commentary, just reading from a script. I'm doing this freehand, just my own thoughts, looking at what I have in front of me, using my second monitor for references and stuff. So this one, definitely reading off the script, I can definitely tell that most of the videos that do have scripts are you can tell. I'll put this one. I'll put this one in instant classic. I think I had something cooking there. The next video is my Angel Steps birthday video for 2023, when I was definitely standing out with my editing abilities, feeling like I can definitely advance what I can do at the time. So what I did was I asked her community for happy birthday clips and all that. And I disguised it as kind of like, oh yeah, here's your top Angel Steps clips. And then I turned it into an ad, 2 ads, one for her merch, one for her GamerSupps codes. And that was one part of the biggest, like, definitely wanted a bigger challenges was just animating the ad itself. And then the other part was trying to figure out everyone's accents and figuring out what they were saying word for word, and trying to time all of that, as well as obviously balancing all the audio, because not everyone, because some people are farther away from whatever they're recording with their phone, their microphone and all that. So that was also a big thing. And overall, I think I did a pretty decent job. So I'll put this one in memorable. Now my Fortnite one, this one, I don't even have to instant classic. Instant fucking classic. I don't have to say it. It just popped into the algorithm at the right time. That's when Fortnite OG came out, like chapter 1, season 1. So I was like, okay, me and Mega Matt, we played for a little bit, and then I switched over with my guys and Seer, and I got a couple hours worth of clips, and I just recorded whatever, and as I was going through playing, like, as I was playing live, I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna put this here, put this here, put this here, and it just flowed one into another just perfectly. And I'm so happy with the output of it. Currently it's sitting at 1,050 views, and I'm absolutely in awe from that. And then a little over 2 months later, I did my reclaiming my title as Guitar Hero, doing my Clone Hero stuff. I never really touched Clone Hero since I last went to Too Many Games, which was in June, end of June. So I figured, why not pick it back up and try to see what I can do with it. I do remember not having to watch it, that I definitely edited over the Sabaton Bismarck video and put in the live footage from the concert there when I went to see them in 2022. Not much other editing ability there. Besides maybe putting in some oh, I remember Beauty of Annihilation. I did some funny stuff with that one just because I kept missing some notes. And then Overkill, I do remember putting the cat jams in there. Thought that was silly. And then making fun of myself doing The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Overall, it was a pretty good video. I'll put this one up in memorable. I'll put above the Angel Steps birthday video. So my next one, my Who Knows Me Better video Deerso edition. This is something that Megamat, Delitz, and I all did some time beforehand. Maybe it was around the time I did the Guitar Hero video. I'm not too sure. I know we did the Megamat one way back when. And then I was like, alright, these guys may have started to get to know me a little bit. Let's see how well I can test them with some of my knowledge. The structure of the video was alright, I'd say. The biggest critique that I have of it is definitely the music. I didn't know what kind of music I wanted to put for it, but I had the intro. I had the intro set up perfectly fine. It was just the in-between, for the most part, from the bulk of the questions up until the final question, that I just didn't know what to put. So I just put the GTA flying ambience because I had nothing else to do, and I just wanted to get it out. So personally, that docks a few points on myself, but I don't know. It's just the music. The music ruins it for me. I'll put this one on the bottom of memorable. And now we go to the Watermelon Tower featuring Mr. Sousa. This one was a one-off that me and him wanted to do. Just some sort of Black Ops Zombies because we love zombies. I was sick at the time of this. I remember because I was coughing out my lungs for the most part, and I had to cut out a shit ton of coughing. But it was like a huge supercut. I felt like the pacing of it was good. I had a shit ton of issues with my camera though, but I don't know if I should dock that. I feel like it's a pretty damn good video, but I'm putting all my videos in memorable and I'm not putting them in the middle tier. So I'm gonna put this one in memorable. I'll put it above the Who Knows Me Better video, just for now. We'll come back to it. Okay, the Just Married video, where I lost a bet. Or no, it wasn't even losing a bet. It was just some spontaneous thing that the mod team for Angel Steps just popped up, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm from an alternate timeline, and you two are married." And so we were just like, "Let's do it. Let's just go into VR chat and let's just have a wedding." So that's what we did. And then I kind of was with Mega Man. I was like, you know, I want to make this a little more suspenseful because I wanted it to be an April Fool's video, but I was like, I can't wait that long. So we got together. We were gonna do something else that day. I forget what, but we had time before the Litz was ready, I think. So we just went to the park and did some walking around and stuff for just B-roll. And then I remember having to do all the subtitles, and I did the subtitles where it's word for word rather than a whole sentence. But I felt like the camera work, just splitting from what I learned from the What I Lied to You from Megamat, both from PK, Angel Steps, and my perspective, made this a shit ton better than just from my perspective, because I was cackling and shaking the whole time and I couldn't sit still. I might put this one in instant classic. I'm not too sure. That one's probably an instant classic. Now, I feel like this one's also an instant classic. I'm going banger after banger with this one. Holy fuck. Hold on. What year is this? 2024? I think 2024 was probably my peak year. Because up next is Lethal Company VR. And with this, I had to split perspectives between Angel Steps and my perspective. And I kind of did a thing at some point where, like, I overlaid my view with her model while she was talking. And kind of just, like, split it up. And in between each moon, I kind of did, like, this glitchy effect because I thought it was silly and goofy and suspenseful. But when I was exporting it here and there, it didn't look like it like wanted to export properly. I'm not too sure. I'm just kind of skimming through this at the moment because this I don't remember if I put any music in this. I don't think I did. I just kept it silent the whole time, no background music. It's just my perspective, her perspective, my perspective, her perspective, and then kind of combined it both here and there. I'm gonna put this one at the bottom of Instant Classic just because I was proud of it, just merging two clips together and whatnot here and there. So up next we have Happy Birthday Angel 2024 edition. And this one I kind of teased Lethal Company Crowd Control Part 2, but I kind of just lost all the footage for it. This one was, yeah, it started off with the Lethal Crowd Control teaser, and then it turned into the birthday clips. I did the subtitles with this one again. Oh, okay, yeah. Some of the returning characters I did a bunch of sillies for, especially with some of my friends like Ringo and Delitz, especially my little bit at the end. Oh, this is the one where she debuted her new model, and I worked with her. So she didn't know what to expect at the beginning, but I worked with her in the end to kind of kill off her old model. I will put this one, in my personal opinion, this one's a could rewatch. 21st night of September, right there, second place. This one was because I lost a bet. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but oh no, it's for hitting 200 subs or something in a day. But me, Mega Man, the Lids were just having so much fun with it. And then it kind of just turned into fucking chaos. And then we ran out of whipped cream. Or Cool Whip. And then Mega Man went to the store and... I don't remember what he got, but it was not what we were pelting each other with. And then... played Mario Party that night, and I of course had to put my money where my mouth was, and fucking just I still won that Mario Party. I believe I won that Mario Party. I'm not too sure. I can't remember, but yeah, no, instant classic. Next up is my first solo video in a while, which was Sparking Zero, right? First solo video, yeah. Lethal Company, married, yeah. First solo video since Guitar Hero, so about 10 months after my Sparking Zero video. This one, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. I just wanted to play Sparking Zero at the highest difficulty. I had some goofy edits in there, if I recall. This one, I just did the World Tournament and kind of just threw some goofy stuff in there, but not Nothing too crazy. I think yeah, I did 3 different characters. But that's about it. Wasn't anything too crazy. I'll put this one in Could Rewatch. Alright. So now we're going on to the Black Ops 6 Zombies Easter eggs. This first one was Terminus with Mega Man Delits. With these ones, with these zombie videos, I kind of just kept the majority of the gameplay in, but kind of just made it for like just a relaxing video, kind of. I didn't really know what to do with it because I know Mega Man was streaming when we did these. I think the Lits was 2 for some of them, but I was recording. Just trying to show them Black Ops 6 and, you know, trying to get them to see if they are interested in trying to do Easter eggs. So we did the directed mode, but I think at some point, let's just kept going down over and over and over again at some point. And then we finally got into the boss fight, which wasn't that bad if I recall. But this one, in my opinion, because I don't like the long form stuff, the long form uncut stuff, I'll put this one in one and done above my Dear Video Games project. Okay, next up we got Citadel Day More with Mr. Sousa and 2 of my other friends. We did this one non-directed, just went to town with it. This one, same thing with the previous one, just not a lot of cuts. The whole Easter egg of stuff that I did. Just, not a lot of edits in there. I'll put this one in one and done too, but I'll put it below Citadel or below Terminus. Next up is the Too Many Games 2024 movie. And this one was long awaited for my friends just because I had most of the content and Mega Matt provided his side for me because we're kind of chill like that. But most of it was just raw GoPro footage, just walking around, experiencing all the stuff that we did. Did Rock Band, visited some shops, did a panel or 2, got a couple pictures, did the 3DS thing, went Mega Matt to get his poster signed by Nick Apostolides, did Just Dance. Difficult part definitely was with the Just Dance stuff, just trying to figure out what to keep in and what not to keep in because it's so jittery because I'm moving around with the GoPro. And then kind of at the end there, I kind of got into the edits and stuff because I had a lot to work with at the end there. And then the Creeping Death montage at the end with all the pictures we got at the end of the video was, I'd say, pretty decent. I'll put this one, in my opinion, no background audio, is just straight raw background noise of people talking the whole time. I'll put this one in top of Could Rewatch. Alright, now we got The Tomb with Mega Man Delits. This one was also in directed mode. Same thing, just with all the Black Ops 6 Easter egg videos I did. Just low, chill background music in the background. Mostly uncut stuff, nothing too interesting. Bottom of the trilogy of Easter eggs I did. After that, we got the Numi video, going to see Numi play live in New York. This one was a chill video that I wanted to do because it was with the Lits, me and Lits doing our first, like, I think this is the first time it was just me and him doing anything. Usually it's me, Mega Matt, the Lits, or me and Mega Matt, or me and my Seer boys. But this was the first, like, me and Lits content we did. I knew coming right out of the bat I wasn't gonna get a lot of Litz's footage because he never uploads. Pick it the f up. But I remember going home to his house and forcing him to upload all his stuff so I can use it. And if he says he doesn't have the footage, then he's a liar because I downloaded all of it and then put it on my drive and shared it with him. But this was a year ago yesterday at the time of recording this on February 2nd that we saw her. So technically, I got all the footage today a year ago. This video was just me going to New York for the first time, Litz showing me the Nintendo store, us going to the hotel, or also going to Book Off, which is a couple streets down from the Nintendo store, then going to our hotel, and then going back to the Nintendo store because we still had time to kill, and then majority of it was in between songs, new me talking, and I think a little bit of a couple songs in the end part. I didn't want to do, like, show off a lot of the concert because I felt like it would be, you know, kind of rude, but I showed off some of the songs and stuff, snippets of the songs, and, like, in between, like, her talking to the crowd and stuff, and then a lot of the portion at the end between Office, Drummer, and Holmes, getting pictures with them, and I mean, let's going back to the hotel and showing off the stuff that I got, and then eventually, wrapping it up for tonight. This one, with the chill vibes of it, I would just put it on in the background if nothing else to put on. Personally, I'll put this one on the top of Cootery Watch, but it could be at the bottom of Memorable for me. Alright, so now we're kind of getting into the home stretch here. We got my Tony Hawk's Underground video, which I wanted to do an episodic series of, but a lot of shit went down in my personal life, so I just couldn't. Literally 8 days after I uploaded that video, my gram passed away, so that kind of just shut me down. But the Tony Hawk video popped off just playing Underground 1 for the first time. I didn't think I did a lot of editing for this. I just kind of, it was just me going through New Jersey with just music in the background after I edited my character and stuff. I'll put this one, it's not a bad video. I'll put this one at the top of One and Done for me. Just because it was solo, it was like a solo commentary type of thing, but it wasn't even a commentary. It was just like me playing the game for the first time and just my reaction and stuff. I'll put it. I'm torn. I'll come back to this. I'll maybe reorganize this later. Up next, my rethought video. I probably did this the day after because it's a 2-day gap between the uploads of the Tony Hawk videos. This one was a commentary, I know that for sure. It was me playing online and just talking about random shit. This one also wasn't bad, but I just hate hearing my own voice sometimes if it's just solo commentary. Some people probably could rewatch this just because it's a little goofy and funny. But personally, I'll put this one above Underground 1 in One and Done. Up next is the Bet to End All Bets. Now this one is a rough one. I remember talking with Mega Man Litz about this. I'm like, yo, we need to one up one of the Angel Steps mods because he keeps doing bets that he shouldn't be doing. So we need to go and one up this motherfucker. And so I proposed a bet. I'm like, all right, for every gift sub, I'll do a pie. And there was, I think, like, I don't remember the exact number. I can just look right here. But it's like, oh, that's not a lot. Surely that's not a lot. Update, it was a lot. So that one was, the start of it was a little goofy. I didn't know how to pace it, so kind of did something different where they kidnapped me. I'll put in quotations because it was a fucking punching bag that we dressed up in my stuff. And then I had the GoPro for this, so this was kind of like a dual camera thing, except Megamat's camera wasn't recording. Either I turned it off on accident or the battery died or some shit like that. But this was a fun video to make. Just trimming through this, just seeing like all the edits and stuff. Personally, instant classic. But where an instant classic? Does it top the 21st night of September? Yes. I'll put it there for now. Alright, up next is my Angel Steps 2025 birthday edition. This one, I was also... When was this? August, I think? Yeah, August. This one was still dealing with personal family stuff, so I couldn't do my best to put a lot of my effort into it, but I definitely crunched what I could and made it funny. I couldn't do subtitles this time just because that was a little too much time for me, but I was able to make it flow, in my opinion, as perfect as possible, putting whoever, wherever, and editing what I could when I could. Especially at the end where I kind of put myself with myself, kind of cutting the middle of my room to have two versions of me in here. Ultimately, I'm gonna put this one... I'll put this one at the top of One and Done. I don't know, I couldn't put as much effort into it as I could, or I couldn't put as much effort into it as I wanted to because I was restrained at the time with other stuff. If I had more time, I definitely would be able to put more effort into it and put it up on higher, probably to could watch. With the final product, it belongs in One and Done, in my opinion. Now we come to my Guitar Hero 3 expert video. This is my first video here at the new house. This one was streamed live on my Twitch because I've been trying to stream more often on my Twitch so I can build a better following, so I can trade the Twitch followers to go to YouTube and the YouTube followers to go to my Twitch. This one was a kind of like I recorded, for the most part I recorded it, but the first bit I had to download the VOD because I forgot to record it, so quality for a little bit of it wasn't the best, but the majority of the video is just me bashing my head against Raining Blood over and over and over again. But overall, it is what you can really expect out of a can you beat a Guitar Hero video, in my opinion. It's me talking about how I felt about some of the songs while showing some highlights of me going off with what I could and how I could. So overall, I'd put this one, in my opinion, I'll put this one at the... I want to put it in memorable. I hate the sound of my own voice. That's why it's kind of here at the bottom, where everyone, like, these three, or at least these two, are a little higher. I'll put at the bottom memorable. And now finally, my Too Many Games 2025 edition. This one I, also had to sit on because of personal issues and also moving. as I stated at the beginning of the video. But this one, I didn't know how to do it because I personally didn't like the slow, just the movie format of not talking over the majority of the GoPro footage. So I kind of looked to Megamat for inspiration on this one, and he was like, yeah, just kind of do bullet points and just talk about that stuff. So I kind of looked at all the footage, at what I wanted to put into video, what I didn't want to put into video, bullet pointed it, and then recorded it. I definitely, when I did the commentary stuff, I definitely could have ended some of the bullet points better, because it sounds like I'm like doing a run-on sentence and then I just cut it off to go to a segment of the video through GoPro or whatever Megamat provided me, which is like 90% of the video. But in my personal opinion, it wasn't too bad. I had fun editing it, despite there is a single person that kind of haunted my mind while I was editing it. But the catharsis of the video being done and over with is making me feel a little better with it. The Too Many Games 2025 edition, we'll go in between memorable here. I feel like I'm going to leave it as is, just because it's my own personal opinion. Obviously everyone will have their own matters of it, like, oh, I enjoyed the Tony Hawk's Underground video, it should go up to Code Rewatch, or the Black Ops 3 Zombies Watermelon Tower was insufferable, it should go down to one and done, or something like that. But I'm basing these off of my editing skills and just kind of just like my own thoughts of what went through my mind as I was making these and experience just editing them for the most part. So I feel like this is a solid list that I made here of what, 24 videos, 22, 24, something around there. But if you guys have any other opinions, please do let me know what videos you think belong where. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out any of these videos up here that you think look neat or something that you might enjoy. And let me know, comment on that one and tell me what you thought of that. Rather than just doing it on this one, go back and comment on those, so maybe the algorithm can push those up if you think it's a good video. But yeah, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.